Yo, yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining us here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm RJ, joining up with K-Mac.
Yo, what up?
And we have some huge news coming from Rockstar, guys. They are going to release on October 20th the GTA 5 Lowrider Expansion. This is pretty epic. We've been big players, of course, of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Also right here in Los Santos, albeit a different version of it. And the one thing that really stood out to that version of Los Santos is the lowriders with the hydraulics driving throughout the city.
Of course.
We don't have that, at least yet, in this version of Los Santos, and that's not right at all, man. They have to be true to a game that came before it, its predecessor, for a console that wasn't nearly as powerful. It's good to see they're starting to release these new expansions that are getting us closer to that version of the game, and of course the aspects of lowriders. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a newer time, and of course, lowriders aren't as popular as they used to be in the 90s, but, you know, in certain neighborhoods, they are still a big thing, and it still goes down, so I don't know why they didn't, already have that in the game to begin with.
Really didn't make any sense to me.
Maybe this was the idea, let's hold on to some ideas and slowly release them over time as DLCs, and people get excited about it.
I really hope so. Of course, there's other things in San Andreas that we're hoping to see in the game, a la the jetpack there. So another thing that's got me excited about this new Lowrider expansion is the missions featuring Lamar. That's something we asked for here at Trippy Commentaries, is to see more of Lamar. Now, I want to have a single-player DLC based off of him where you actually control him, but in this case, we're going to be doing missions for him as our online character, which we've done before, but these new missions, of course, are going to delve into some gang warfare. Another thing that was extremely prominent back in San Andreas.
Yeah, a lot more gang banging going on, and that was what we really liked about San Andreas was you had your territories. So like if you're driving around and you go through one territory, you're gonna have guys start shooting at you. So it'll definitely be cool to kind of have that incorporated back in the game. Because that's what we love that game about. It's like it was our crew going against the other crew, and that's what I like with the online. We always try to team up on here and go against other people, but now we're gonna actually have missions where our crew's gonna try to take out others.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. In fact, that gang warfare, the fact that you have to get your land and go after other lands while protecting your own. That was one of the best parts about San Andreas. It was fun. I found myself spending hours in Los Santos before venturing out to San Fierro. That was the second city you went and visited, which is, of course, San Francisco. And then you go to Vegas. But before you do all that, you do these gang battles as the Grove Street families.
Yep.
Really not spoken of much in the single player at all, which is weird because you think you'd definitely be doing that stuff, but you're controlling Franklin, who's above gangs, not even close to CJ, the main character.
Nah, he ain't hardcore like CJ was.
CJ was the best. So we're gonna get a bunch of new stuff. You're gonna have clothing, 2 new weapons that I'm looking forward to. Not only the machine pistol, the automatic pistol, but also the machete. Something we've been asking for a long time.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be pulling off some machete moves like the movie. Hacking some people up.
I hope so, man. It'd be nice if they improved the way we run around. I'm sure they're saving that for GTA 6, but these characters still do seem kind of stiff.
Yeah, a little stiff, a little slow.
Can you imagine when they update that to something on the lines of, like, remember, what was that game? Mirror's Edge, remember that? We played that back in the day. We need to have some of those abilities. That was a first-person platformer.
Grand Theft Auto 6, parkour.
Yes. Hey, man, it's capable. We're here in L.A., of course, Los Santos.
Little Assassin's Creed mixed with GTA.
Oh, damn. Got some guys who are outfitted with some weaponry right here. In the,
don't fuck around
in the junkyard.
Scrapyard.
So the Lamar missions are going to be based around the new lowrider scene. And like we mentioned, you're definitely going to have some Ballas versus Grove Street family gang warfare. Make sure to watch out for some text coming from Lamar. He'll definitely be up to some interesting new things here in Los Santos. Once again, I'm looking forward to getting more out of this character. Needs more.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've always liked Lamar. He's kind of been more the gangbanger that we kind of got, used to with CJ. He's kind of your hardcore, guys, where Franklin was kind of a bitch sometimes in some of those situations. So yeah, we definitely want to see more from that, and getting back to the San Andreas style of the game of the gang fights and all that stuff.
Yeah, speaking of the San Andreas game style, I think the car updates, the new features that we're going to be able to use is going to go a long ways towards that. Little things like being able to boost the base. Remember that from San Andreas?
Yeah, exactly.
It enhanced that experience. Not only the hydraulics, which is going to be awesome riding around with, but just different little features, the interiors they're going to add.
Yeah, so we're going to have 6 new vehicles that you're going to be able to get from Benny's website. Then you can obviously take it to Benny's shop, and you can fully design these things. I mean, everything from custom engines to air filters, different interiors, different leather, different patterns, different dials. Your steering wheel can be changed, and so a lot of different things that we can do in this. And the paint jobs, custom paint jobs look ridiculous. You definitely have a lot of new custom paint jobs that they're adding in.
Yeah, so you're going to have this Benny's Motor Company that'll be found, and I know that's where a lot of this stuff is definitely going to take place.
Now, one thing I think is cool here is that when you're inside the car, you will be able to pop the hood, pop the trunk, pop all the doors open, and kind of show your car off. You can get, you can get subwoofers in the back and make your stereo, bang and everything. So that'll definitely be cool to see how they pull that off, how it's going to sound in the cars, when it's banging. Is it going to vibrate, is the back trunk going to vibrate and make that, vibrating sound that you always hear?
That'd be cool. You pick up a prostitute and her hair goes crazy, of course it does in real life when you start banging bass with your old long hair.
It'll be funny too, like if you have your bass banging and like the people's reaction to it, like are people going to get pissed off, like, hey, turn that shit down?
No. That's going to be pretty cool to be able to really add so many features to your vehicles, especially with the Lowriders being added to the gameplay. I kind of got sick of the supercars. We need to switch it up. I remember from San Andreas they had these little mini games where it would control which way your car would bounce, and you'd have to do it to the rhythm. I think that's something they definitely have to add into the game.
Yeah, for sure.
It could be a competition online.
Well, that's what I want to know. I mean, we got we're gonna have hydraulics installed and some airbags installed in these now. Are they gonna have a bounce off?
Absolutely. I think from some of the pictures, and you guys are going to have to check out the new pictures they released. Of course, a quick Google image search, or even one of the videos here on YouTube. We'll put a link in the description to one. You can check out these new pictures and the trailer. They show off some stuff we've seen in San Andreas that they're definitely going to bring back, including these competitions, the bounce-offs. Hopefully the ball is getting involved.
One Trippy challenge will be for online is to actually bounce your car on top of another online player and kill them in that fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to do some stuff like that. It's going to get awfully bloody. You already have the red smoke.
Yeah.
It can definitely do some pretty crazy looking stuff. So anything else you're looking forward to from the new, of course, Lowrider Expansion Pack coming to the game?
It's man. I'm going to look forward to some more drive-by shootings, man. They used to be the best thing in San Andreas. Just any time if you're bored, just go drive in the other gang's territory, do some drive-bys, and start a big gang fight.
Absolutely. I think that'll become pretty prominent in GTA Online. We'll definitely get some of the crew members together to try out some experiments. I feel like we've seen Rockstar recently add things into the game for no reason, and giving us a huge new update like this is a good reason for them to add new stuff into the game. So not only will we get the Lowriders, the new cars, the new weapons that we expect.
New clothes as well.
New clothing, new hairstyles, bunch of new stuff. I'm sure they'll probably add some things into the game that they're not going to tell us. I mean, if there are some unsolved mysteries, stuff like that, maybe even new things to do with peyote plants, this is the perfect timing for them to add it.
And hopefully they do this right, man. Hopefully we can pull a little three-wheel action while we're driving around. That'll be nice.
Absolutely. Guys, stay tuned. We'll definitely be doing a lot after the release of the new Lowrider Expansion. Once again, coming October 20th, we'll be doing some events online. We have our online mafia, the Trippy Comms Mafia. So keep an eye on that. If you guys want to get updates, you can also follow us on Twitter at Trippy Comms, as well as at Trippy KMac.
Yep.
So keep an eye on all that, guys. We're extremely excited about this new update to see this information that Rockstar is releasing all this new content into a game that's 2 years old, and this is the first of its kind. I'm expecting a lot more to come, and as we said, the game getting more and more like GTA San Andreas.
Yeah.
That's very good news.
Got to go back to your roots, man. What made the game popular? Go back to that because you have the ability to do it, and people want to kind of go back to that.
Oh yeah, which means a drivable Hydra in single player. Still waiting for that one, Rockstar.
Yeah, and that little jetpack that we've been searching for.
A little jetpack would be nice.
That little thing, that little guy.
Thanks again for joining up, guys. As always, stay trippy.